Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio is blowing off some steam in the Philippines after being in the hot seat here on Guam for his controversial gun grab incident. Tenorio left Guam Monday night for Manila on a personal trip, according to Adaloop, and while he was almost over-apologetic about pulling GPD SWAT Sgt. Cruz's loaded gun from its holster, it now appears the LT is over it. Tenorio today having a blast in Manila, appearing on the popular PI daytime variety show, Showtime. While the AG's office continues its investigation into Tenorio's grabbing of a loaded duty weapon from a GPD-approved holster after he had 2 or 3 beers, Guam's lieutenant governor could clearly be spotted on TV and streaming live today, and it wasn't because he was top story on the news. KUAM learning Tenorio's in the PI with Adaloop staffer Alfredo Antolin, a special assistant to the governor who's also running for senator. Sources saying Tenorio is there to secure an endorsement from Iglesia Ni Cristo leadership. The LT was in Manila in November of last year, hand-delivering a proclamation congratulating the church on its anniversary. INC has 4 churches on Guam, and even gubernatorial candidate Senator Dennis Rodriguez paid them a visit in Manila last month. While Tenorio was giving the people of Guam sad eyes last week, he was all smiles today in the Philippines as more questions come up about how the investigation may affect Tenorio's run for governor. We asked Guam Election Commission Director Maria Pangilinan what would happen if a gubernatorial candidate was charged with a crime in the heat of the election season.
If a complaint is brought in about the candidate being charged, the commission will look into it. As far as being charged, it's not covered under the election code.
Short answer, if Ray Tenorio is charged with a crime, whether it's assault on a police officer, public intoxication, official misconduct, firearms charges, or reckless behavior, he would stay on the ballot. But what if Tenorio was charged, then pled guilty, or was convicted? If a candidate is convicted of a misdemeanor, the GEC board would have a decision to make.
Then the commission will need to decide on a case-by-case basis if it's a crime of moral turpitude.
Moral turpitude, a phrase used in criminal law to describe conduct that is considered contrary to community standards of justice, honesty, or good morals. Guam law says candidates for elected public office shall not be convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor involving criminal sexual conduct or crimes of moral turpitude. If Tenorio was somehow convicted of a felony before the general election, the Republicans would find themselves short a candidate for governor.
A felony disqualifies a person from running.
Okay. For now, the LT can only be charged with having a good time. For Guam's News Network, I'm Chris Barnett.